All right. So that was just a close-up on Tuesday's programming, guys, just so you could kind of pause it and see it so you don't have to go find it somewhere else. So, day 2 of at-home programming for Palace Ithaca, Forge by Zeus, CrossFit Queens. Here we go. A couple things actually. So we allowed all the athletes at Palace Ithaca today to check out the basic equipment, wall ball, kettlebell or dumbbell, and a jump rope, so that they could add a little bit of variance to their home routine. My home gym 101 recommendations. You want to zoom in? So this is kind of my minimum home gym. I would say to give you a whole lot of variety in your workouts. And honestly, these couple things, I mean, they might cost you maybe $250 or so. So you've got 1 to 2 sets, 2 each of kettlebells or dumbbells, so appropriate weights for whatever your kind of general strength level is. The ability to do dual exercises would be super duper helpful in providing some variance for you, in the home, as well as with unilateral stuff. 1 to 2 resistance bands. Get one that's like 20 to 30 pounds for things like banded pull aparts, banded presses, things like that, and then get another one that's 50 to 60 pounds that you can use for things like good mornings, making deadlifts harder, stuff like that. A jump rope sized appropriately, a med ball for some wall ball shots, and then my biggest kicker would be a sandbag. You can buy a sandbag from Rogue. They're not that expensive, and if you go buy your own sand at Lowe's and fill it, to whatever weight is appropriate for you, you can actually get this done relatively cheap. It's not all that expensive. And then either a weight vest or a rucksack. So, a rucksack, you can just use a backpack and toss some stuff in it, but, definitely be easier to have a weight vest or something like that, So anyway, that's kind of my home gym minimum. If you could get that stuff, it would take up no space in your home. It wouldn't cost you that much money, and it would give you a whole lot of variety, not only for super weird apocalyptic situations like this, but also just for if you can't make it to the gym one day, or if you're traveling or on the road, something like that. And then obviously, if you want to do a bonus, buy a machine and just toss it, keep it in the side corner of your room. I would say a rower or an assault bike would be my go-tos. But anyway, so for the programming today, let's go through it. So for your warm-up today, you've got 3 sets. You're going to do 10 twisted cross, 5 on each side. So for twisted cross, you're just looking to stretch out your hips and your chest a little bit. Prone down to the ground, arm out at 90 degrees. Rotate over, bring that knee up to the sky, and just hold for a couple seconds. No! Tardy foul. So switch over to the other side. I knocked over my chocolate. Switch over to the other side, and you'll do 5 reps on each side, 10 total. After that, you've got prone swimmers. So for those, you are going to try and keep your chest relatively low to the ground. Hands come up straight overhead, and then you're going to try and keep your palms down, thumbs close to the body, all the way till you perform a W, and then tuck the hands down towards the side, and then same thing on the way back up, elbows high as you can, rotate the shoulder, press. You're going to go through 10 of those, where starting at the top, all the way down, all the way back up would be 1. And after that, you've got a 10-second hollow hold, a 10-second Superman hold. For your hollow hold, most important thing is start with a good dead bug every single time. I don't care how advanced you are. So lay down on the ground. From there, tuck your knees in as far as you can so that your lower back comes off the ground. And then take your hands and reach down past your heels so that your shoulders come off the ground as well. And then from there, if you're strong enough, foot down, and then you can continue to hold that position as long as the shoulders stay off the ground. Oh, I know. It's okay. Echo is very upset about the coronavirus and is stressing her out a lot. So that's your warm-up. So you've got 3 rounds of that. Once you're done, your gymnastics stuff for the day, you're going to do a 5-minute EMOM. There's a little bit of scalability depending on kind of where you're at here. So, no. So there's a little bit of scalability depending on where you're at. So starting off, you're going to do a wall walk with a 10-second hold at the top. Okay. All right. Let me finish the video. So you're going to start off, you're going to do a wall walk with a 10-second hold up at the top. Start prone, so all the way down on the ground. Walk up nice and controlled. Focus on trying to hold hollow positions the entire time, so don't let that belly droop and kind of extend through your midline. And then when you get to the top, hold for 10 seconds, hands just outside your shoulder, so don't get too wide with it. Keep the shoulder nice and active, so press through the whole time. If that feels really good, you can add 10 shoulder taps. So while you're upside down, you can go tapping, same side shoulder, 5 on each side instead of your 10-second handstand hold. Or if you're advanced enough, you can do a handstand walk. So anywhere from 10 to 50 feet, perform on a carpeted surface for both falling purposes and also slippery purposes. If you're not comfortable doing a wall walk, go ahead and put your feet on a couch. So if you pretend this is the arm of the couch, you can just as easily start from a plank position. Feet can be here on the edge, on the side of the couch. You can walk yourself back up into a plank position, come on your tippy toes, and then you'll hold here for a 10-second handstand. You can also perform the shoulder taps from this side as well. So again, just an option if you're not comfortable with the wall walk or if you're not comfortable scuffing paint off the walls in any of your rooms in your house. So it's up to you guys. After that, your strength work for today is 5 sets, 10 on each arm of a seated press. So dumbbell, kettlebell, if you have one, that would be fantastic. That would be ideal. Otherwise, any odd object around your house, again, load up a backpack with a bag of rice. Take a tote bag from the grocery store, load it up with some cans or some food, and you can go and press that. Most important thing when you're doing the seated presses, if you want to, use your core. So sit on a bench or sit on a chair, legs out in front of you so that you get a little stability as well. And then tote bag goes on the outside, elbow starts in front, and you're going to press all the way to a locked out position, and then always come all the way back down, bring the elbow back in front. You can also perform this seated on the ground. I'll sit here. This is a little bit more mobility intensive. This one's a little bit more core intensive. Again, choose your own adventure. And then lastly, you've got your workout for the day. So 5 rounds, it'll be 40 double unders. So if you have a jump rope, go ahead and do that. If you have double unders in any way, shape, or form, this is a great opportunity to work on them. Take some time. There's no time cap on the workout. Use it as a skill session, so try and get better on the jump rope. You can also do 2-to-1 single unders, so 80 reps, or you can do 40 jumping jacks, or you can do 40 hops to a low object. So oftentimes in the gym, we'll use plate hops as a scaling option to work on your rebounding ability for your jump rope. So what you can do is just get a low stair or something like that. So you can pick a stair over here. And again, I can just do low stair plate hops the whole time. The focus, if you do that, is making sure that you're bounding. So don't choose an object that's so high that you start to rest on the floor between reps. Make sure that you come off the object and immediately hop right back onto it. Something just 2 or 3 inches high is fine. You don't need to do anything higher than that. Well, am I freaking you out? Just pass. After your double unders, you've got V-ups. So V-ups, most important thing with those is that when you come down to resting on the ground, you don't actually rest on the ground. You come down to a hollow position. So the same thing that we did during the warm-up. Hips are low, back's a little bit elevated off the ground, shoulders are off the ground. That's going to be your bottom position. You're never going to lay flat on the floor between reps. You're going to stay nice and active in that canoe position and then fold at the same time up to the top, not lower half or upper half only. Legs, arms, meet together at the top. If you don't have, you can do dead bugs. So if you don't have V-ups, you can either do single leg V-ups or you can go ahead and you can do a dead bug down on the ground. So single leg V-up, you could do alternating touches. So from a hollow here, that is an option. Or perform your dead bugs from overhead down to here. 2 scaling options for the V-up. After that, you've got 20 push-ups. After that, you've got 10 burpees. Burpees, no scaling, do them. It's a great exercise to do at home. For the push-ups, I would recommend scaling with your hands on an elevated object. So again, the arm of a couch, a low countertop, anything like that to help make sure that you engage a plank position the whole time. So again, if we pretend this bench was the arm of a couch, I'm just going to perform a good old normal push-up, butt squeezed, belly tight in a hollow plank. Come down, chest comes forward, elbows tuck in back to the sides until I make contact, and then drive back up to lock out at the top. The workout is a lot of push-ups, so obviously scale appropriately. Should be able to get through them. If you can do consistent sets of 5, you're probably in good shape. But anything less than that, and think about scaling the movement. So again, bringing your hands up off the ground. So that is tomorrow's workout. Tuesday, 17th. Enjoy. Tag any of us if you use this workout. What was that?
St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah, it's St. Patty's Day. Have yourself a drink if you're healthy. Enjoy. So tag us in your videos if you do this workout. Pallas Ithaca, Pallas, if you're one of the members at either our affiliate or our functional fitness gym, or Forged by Zeus if you're one of our remote athletes who lost access to their gym due to the coronavirus, and then CrossFit Queens if you're a member down in New York City with the Forge crew down there. So enjoy, guys, and yeah, stay safe, stay healthy.